בעזרת השם נעשה ונצליח והשם עלינו ברחמיו ירוויח. The subject of the shiur today, the character trait of mercy and compassion. We all speak about it in Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. We all ask for mercy, compassion from HaKadosh Baruch Hu to give our sin, to forgive our sin. Number one, we have to understand where is the source for it come. So I'm going to bring the source first from the Gemara to explain to us how do we learn it from the written Torah. You follow what I'm saying? So Hazal tell us something very interesting in a Gemara, Masechet Shabbat. The Gemara in Masechet Shabbat in page Kuf Nun Aleph Amud Bet, that's mean 151, folio 2. Listen what Hazal say. כל המרחם על הבריות מרחמים עליו מן השמיים. That means a person that have mercy on a creation. What it mean creation? It doesn't say human being. Listen to the word. Be specifically בריות. בריות, it's anything that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created. מרחמים עליו מן השמיים. That means that from heaven they have mercy on him. להבדיל להבדיל, וכל שאינו מרחם על הבריות, אין מרחמים עליו מן השמיים. That means a person that doesn't have mercy on whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu created, from heaven they don't have any mercy for him. That's Gemara Masechet Shabbat Kuf Nun Aleph Amud Bet, 151 folio 2. Where is the source to what Hazal tell us? Where do we learn that? Rabotai, we in Sefer Shmot, we started last week, Sefer Shmot. In Sefer Shmot, Hazal tell us that HaKadosh Baruch Hu have 13 character traits of mercy, נכון? 13 midot shel rachamim. So in Sefer Shmot, in chapter 34, verse 6, we say there, and we say it every time, that we have slichot. ויעבור השם על פניו ויקרא אל רחום וחנון ערך אפיים ורב חסד ואמת. You remember that? From here Hazal teach us that the character trait of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he have 13 character trait of mercy and compassion. And Hazal tell us mahu rachum, that means the same like HaKadosh Baruch Hu have mercy on us, you should be also have mercy on other people, on other creative, whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu create, and we'll see what. That means that the Torah asks us to try to adopt the character trait of mercy and compassion. Until here we understand? If you don't understand, please stop me. So now I'm going to come to the main question. What does it mean to have compassion and mercy? To care, okay? You said to care. What else? To be kind. To forgive. To forgive, נכון? Now I want to put you in a picture and I want to ask you something. I'll tell you a story that I hear today. Everyone here about Rabbi Shneur Zalman Miladin, נכון? He wrote the Tanya, the first trip. When his grandson got married, the grandson, listen to that, he married a young, lovely girl. And the father of that girl said to him, I'm going to give you, instead of you bringing Labola, instead of the girl going to be, you're going to give Labola to the girl, we're going to give you Labola. Because you come from such important family, I'm going to give you a big amount of money. The young groom was besotted, excited. Who called him? The grandfather. And the grandfather said to him, listen, I know that you got a big sanlam of money. Would you mind taking that money and put it in a yeshiva pushka? You know what the grandson said? I have a different opinion. I'm going to invest the money. He took that big lump of money and he gave it to one of the Yiddish boy. You know, the Yiddish boy, always the investors, you know, they're always, what do you call it? Financial planners, you know. It's a new thing that we have today, financial planners. I don't know what our grandparents done before, but no, financial planner, he took the money. And he promised him that he gets certain amount of money. You hear about it, no? There's many of them in this town that ran to Australia, ran to America, some from America that couldn't run. They caught them all, no? You know about them, no? To make the story short, not only that the grandson didn't keep his capital, he lost everything. Gornish mit Gornish. He didn't say nothing to his grandfather. But obviously the grandfather that wrote the Tanya, if you read the Tanya, you have to have Ruach HaKodesh. Everything with him is spiritually. Nothing is physically. He called the grandson and he said, come, I want to talk to you. When the grandson came, he didn't shout. Imagine if it was today. A big rabbi that his grandson doesn't listen to him. What would happen? Oy. But the Baal HaTanya was a different man. He was a great man. He smiled to him, he called him, he given him a hug. And he said to him, my grandson, I want to give you a lesson in life. When you take money and you give it to tzedakah, there is a guarantee from the Almighty that nothing going to go wrong. And you took your trust and you put in a human being, who's better to trust? The grandson said, I learned the lesson. I'm saying the story short. What does that have to do with us? That we have to understand when it's come to mercy, it's not only to forgive, to help. It's when someone hurt our feeling. Not only our feeling, our honor. You tell me what to do, you know who I am? I'm Baal HaTanya, he can say. No, he still respects his grandson. So today, Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll try to understand what is mercy. So Hazal tell us in a Gemara in Masechet Shabbat, in page 151, folio 2, they explain to us that there is a mitzvah to have mercy on other people. On a pshat of the dvarim, if a person see other person in dire strait and distress, we should help him. If we can. Obviously, if we can. You see someone in distress and you can help, you're obligated to help. What is that help consider? How would we try to consider as help? Is help is only financial? Only if someone asks you, listen, give me a cable, my battery's flat, a leading cable, I can charge my car to start my car. Is that only mercy? What is really mercy? No, Rabotai, help me. Steven, לעילוי נשמת? Olga Bat Avraham, Bat Israel. Okay. So we have to understand that when it's come to mercy, Rabotai, many of us think, you know what, he's stuck, let me help him. I can help him, I'll help him. But it's not only money. Sometimes a person needs the ear just to listen. You don't have to do nothing. To listen. Person want to take out, and Hazal tell us, De'aga belev ish yasihena. A person have a problem in his heart, he must speak to someone. Because if you don't take it out, it's boiled. And when it's boiled, it's cooked. And then we know what's happened when things cooked. Lo alenu. So we see from here that Hazal tell us that we can help in any way that we can. Not everyone have the financial to help. Not everyone can help financially. Not everyone rich. Not everyone good with his hand. There is some people like Mesh, he's good with computer, he help everyone. Nachon Mesh? Not everyone know computer. You come to me and you say to me, come help me with your computer. I think that after that you say, I regret that I called them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about computer. Yes, Stephen. Huh? To give time, absolutely. To give some of your time, yeah. Some of yourself. That's it. But let's see if it's only for human being. We have to focus on a word that I say, Kol ha-merachem al habriot, Chazal say. Chazal tell us that everyone that have a mercy on everything that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created. And Chazal explained to us, it's not only human being. It's also an animal. Not only animal, it's also on a plant, the world of plant. That means you're not allowed to come and destroy just trees. Obviously, if the tree make mess, he block your light, that's a different issue. Hazal speak about it, especially a fruit tree. Everything in this life, we should have mercy and compassion. Now you ask me, why? What's the difference? Okay, animal, cruelty to animal, we have a show about it. We explain that it's a negative command from the Torah. But a tree, a leaf, a weed, if it doesn't disturb us, HaKadosh Baruch Hu created, leave it. Why? Why? Rabotai, everything in this life, a tree, anything that lives, anything that there is a creation, there is an angel to it. That means every tree have an angel. Every fruit have an angel. Everything in this life there is an angel that in charge about them, that tell them to grow, tell them how much to grow, and when to grow. Listen to what Rabbi Yehiel HaRofeh said. Rabbi Yehiel HaRofeh lived in Spain. He lived during the time of the Rambam. He was from the Rishonim. He lived around the 12th century, around close to 800, 900 years ago. He was from the Rishonim. And he actually bring what the Zohar say. Listen what the Zohar say, and he bringing it. He said, when a person die after the age of 120, a person can have a death, two options to it. Simon, you look worried. Don't worry. Just smile. Every time that I speak about that subject, you're worried. Don't worry, smile. There is the angel of death, Lo Aleinu, that's the Satan, as I'll explain, the angel of death, who is Satan, who Yetzer Hara, he's the evil inclination, that's Yetzer Hara. But there is, like the tzaddikim die, they don't die with the evil inclination. Say Rabbi Yehiel HaRofeh and brought by the Zohar. You know who wrote the Zohar? Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai was a student of who? Of Rabbi Akiva. Remember Rabbi Akiva? All the oral Torah that we have today, and his merit. And Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai wrote the Zohar. What is the book of Zohar? Briefly. The book of Zohar is the secret of the Torah. He explained the secret of the Torah. And he said like this. When a person dies after the age of 120, there is two ways that Lo Aleinu he passed away. If that person have mercy and compassion on what HaKadosh Baruch Hu created, he doesn't die with the angel of death. But Has v'Shalom, if he didn't have any mercy, any compassion to anything what HaKadosh Baruch Hu created, the angel of death kill him. And how does he kill him? The angel of death, Hazal, tell us that he have a soul, that have a notch on it, that it's not smooth. And when he, Lo Aleinu, do the job, it causes a lot of pain and agony. So say Rabbi Yehiel HaRofeh and the Zohar bringing it, he bringing it actually in the name of the Zohar, I'm sure, that when a person has compassion and mercy on whatever there is in this world, HaKadosh Baruch Hu sent his own angel to do the job, and not the angel of God. What do we learn from it? What do we learn from here? There is a measure for measure. That the same that you judge other people, that's how you've been judged. Do we understand what I'm saying? I don't think so. The way that I judge other people, that's how in heaven they judge me. If I have mercy and compassion towards someone else, towards everything that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu have compassion towards me. I'm going to bring 3 examples, one from the Torah, one from the Gemara, and one from the Midrashim, for us to understand how HaKadosh Baruch Hu judges us. A matter of fact, how do we judge ourselves? In Sefer Bereshit, you remember the story of Sdom? Nachon? Sdom, the city of Sdom. Everyone remember? Yeah. The city of Sdom, what happened to it? Philip, help me. HaKadosh Baruch Hu turned it upside down, turn it to salt, burn it, everything burn. Gofrit v'melach. What it mean, gofrit v'melach? Sulfur and salt. Why that was the punishment of the city of Sodom, the member of the city of Sodom? No, Stephen? Simple, because they was wicked. They didn't want to have any hospitality. You remember? You all heard the story that when people used to come to the city, they never used to give them food. And we saw with the angel, when the angel came to who? To Lot. What happened? Immediately they all gather. HaKadosh Baruch Hu punished them measure for measure. You didn't want to feed other people. You didn't want to have any hospitality. I'll turn your place that nothing going to grow. Salt and sulfur. Measure for measure. Rabota, I'm going to bring you another story now from the Gemara. The Gemara in Masechet Baba Metziah. Pei Hey Amud Aleph. That's mean 85 folio 1. Listen to the story. It's a remarkable story. Everyone hear about Rebbe. Rabbi was Rabbi Yehuda Nasi. Nachon? Everyone know? Rabbi Yehuda Nasi. Hazal tell us in the Gemara that Rabbi Yehuda Nasi suffered for 13 years. Rabota, listen to it. 6 years from stone kidneys, kidney on the stone, and 7 years that he have infection on the gum. When he used to go to the toilet, he used to scream because everything was blocked. And how's it all started? Hazal tell us the pain and the agony came to him exactly because one thing, and they disappear because one thing. The same thing. Hazal tell us the story like this. In the olden days, when they used to take animal to the abattoir, they used to take sometime calf, because people love lamb. They used to have the bull and the cow, everything. What happened one day? A little calf managed to escape, and he ran to the house of Rebbe, and he got under his cloak. That means under his garment, to hide. In the olden days, you see that even the animal have seichel, not like today. And Rabbi saw that, and he said to him, Lekach notzarta. Your purpose in this world is to go to be slaughtered. And he pushed him away with his hand. Back to the herd to go to be slaughtered. Hazal say If it wasn't Hazal, I would be afraid to speak about it. To speak about Rabbi, you have to be very, very careful. Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi, he wrote all Torah shebe'al peh. Et la'asot la'Hashem aferu toratecha, he said. Because we're not allowed to write the oral Torah. But he saw that all the oral Torah going to be forgotten. He said, it's no way. It's not going to be forgotten. He wrote it down. He wrote all the Mishnah. And he pushed the calf. And the calf going to be slaughtered. From that day, Hazal say, he started to suffer. Until one day he came home, and he saw that the maid that he had at home was sweeping. And she found babies, rat babies, little rats, baby rat. And she wanted to throw him to the dustbin. And he said to her, Rahamav al kol ma'asav. Have mercy and compassion on those little animals. That means, don't throw them away. Why? When the mother comes to look for them, if she's not going to see him, she'll have a pain and agony. Rather, leave them in a place. Hazal say, in that moment, all the pain and agony disappear. Midah keneged midah. Now I'm going to tell you a third story. That story brought in Midrash Bereshit Rabbah. The story tells like this. In Midrash Bereshit Rabbah, Hazal tell us that in Parsha 33, that's mean Lamed Gimel Vav, that's mean chapter 33, verse 6, Hazal bring us a story about Rabbi Tanhuma. Rabbi Tanhuma was a sage. And one year, they didn't have, it was a famine for them. No rain, nothing. And Rabbi Tanhuma make a decree of Ta'anit. That means everyone must fast. And all of his city fasting, and there's still no rain. He gathered everyone again, because he was the chief rabbi, and he said to him, Rabotai, rahmu ehad ala sheni. That means have mercy one on each other. And he said to the people, if you see something wrong in a city, come and tell me. One day they see a husband, a man, and his ex-wife in a corner, and he given her money. By law, a person not allowed to have any relationship with his ex-wife. You know that. Not physically, nothing. And they saw him giving his ex-wife money. They gone and they told Rabbi Tanhuma, we have a problem. A man giving his ex-wife money, why is he giving her? Maybe there is a forbidden relationship between them, they're not allowed. Rabbi Tanhuma asked to bring that man to him. They brought him to him. And Rabbi Tanhuma started asking him, you know this woman? He said, yes, that's my ex-wife. When last did you meet her? Yesterday. Yesterday you met her? Yes. What did you talk? He said, no, we didn't talk a lot. I given her money. He said, you given your ex-wife money? He said, yes. You know that it's forbidden? Yes, I know. Why did you give her money? He said, I was 2 days ago in a shul, and the rabbi said that we should have compassion one on each other. And I know that my ex-wife is poor, she have nothing. And I have compassion on her, because I know that she's poor, she have nothing. I given her money, because the rabbi said. The rabbi said, I remember your divorce, the fighting, and the havoc, and you still have compassion and mercy on her? He lifted up his eyes to the heaven and his hand, and he said to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he said to him like this, Ribon ha'olamim, ma ze en lo alea mezonot, v'ra'a ota betzara v'nitmala alea berachamim. He said to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that human being have no responsibility for her anymore. And he have compassion and mercy on her. You, our Father in heaven, that obligate to have compassion and mercy on us because you are our Father, where is your mercy? Chazal say immediately the heaven opened and the rain came down. All the wells got full. All the pit that they used to store water got full of water. And the world have peace and tranquility. He said from here we learn 3 different ways that HaKadosh Baruch Hu judges. How we judge other people, human being. How we judge animals. You remember that I say? What was the first one? Plant. נכון? That means HaKadosh Baruch Hu want to see how we treat other people. How we treat that creation of His. And if we have compassion and mercy on whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu created, He'll have on us. So we learn from her how important it is mercy, compassion. Yes, sometimes we have faribol. Sometimes people come and tell you, listen, he hurt me, he spoke behind my back. He didn't help me when I need him. Whatever. Yes, you're right. But are you 100%? Do you never speak behind other people's back? You don't talk Lashon Hara? I can't speak about you, but who can lift up his hand and say, I can't talk Lashon Hara? Because Hazal tell us, Rubam bagez ולשון הרע, אבק לשון הרע. So who we are to judge other people. So before we judge other people, we have to look at ourselves. Are we number one perfect? And if we're not perfect, why are we judging others? And if we're already judging, let's say that we're perfect, don't you want the Almighty, the Master of the Creator, to have mercy on us? Rabotai, Be'ezrat Hashem, if we'll all here will judge everyone favorably, and we all have mercy one on each other, compassion one on each other, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will send us Mashiach Tzidkenu b'mehera b'yameinu, amen, כן יהי רצון.